Check the pipe for any scratches, gouges, or any form of damage or deformation. Make sure the pipe is free from dirt and grease, as this can affect the seal. Do not use any coarse or abrasive materials. Pay close attention to the first 1 inch of the cut ends. If there is any damage or foreign substances, it can cause the pipe to leak, so you'll have to cut the end. Make sure you cut it to a clean, undamaged point. Make sure the fittings and pipes are always kept clean by keeping them in the packaging provided. Our push-fit fittings have internal metal gripping teeth. Do not insert your finger into the fitting for any reason. Cut the pipe to the desired length using a suitable pipe cutting tool. When cutting the pipe, make sure the ends are cut square and are free of burrs. You can use plastic pipe shears to cleanly cut the pipe. Don't use a hacksaw to cut plastic pipes. If you are using copper pipe, use a cutting wheel or pipe slice to cut the pipe to the desired length. We recommend using a deburring tool on the copper pipe to clean the cut end. This will ensure there are no sharp edges or burrs on the pipe and will avoid damage to the seal when inserting the pipe into the fitting. For plastic pipes, firmly push our pipe inserts into the pipe, checking that there are no gaps between the insert and the pipe end. For copper pipes, you don't need to use the pipe insert. Now remove the Flomasta fitting from its packaging and check it for any signs of damage or foreign objects. The fitting should have been delivered in the unlocked position. You can tell it's unlocked if you can see the coloured ring that sits between the screw cap and body. Using the fitting and a suitable marker, mark the insertion depth that's needed on the pipe as shown. This will let you check that the pipe is fully inserted when it's being installed in the fitting. This installation applies to both plastic and copper pipes. Now push the fitting onto the pipe until you reach the pipe stop and insertion depth marking. Twist the screw cap until you can't see the coloured ring anymore. Pull the pipe away from the fitting to check that it's a secure fit, using only hand force. We also recommend fitting coloured collet clips to the fittings. This will not only make it easy for you to distinguish between hot and cold pipes, but it would also add additional locking of the fitting. Cut the pipe to the desired length using a suitable pipe cutting tool. You can use plastic pipe shears to cleanly cut the pipe. When you're cutting the pipe, make sure the ends are cut square and are free of burrs. If you're using copper pipe, use a cutting wheel or pipe slice to cut the pipe to the desired length. We recommend using a deburring tool on the copper pipe to clean the cut end. This will ensure there are no sharp edges or burrs on the pipe and will avoid damage to the seal when inserting the pipe into the fitting. For plastic pipes, you need to firmly push our pipe inserts into the pipe, making sure there are no gaps between the insert and the pipe end. For copper pipes, you don't need to use the pipe insert. Now remove the push fitting from its packaging and check for any signs of damage or foreign objects. This installation applies to both plastic and copper pipes. Using the table on the back of the pack and a suitable marker, mark the required insertion depth onto the pipe as shown. Now push the fitting onto the pipe until you reach the pipe stop and insertion depth marking. Pull the pipe away from the fitting to check it's a secure fit. We also recommend adding coloured collet clips to the fittings. They make it easier for you to tell the difference between the hot and cold pipes. It is also an additional lock for the fitting. For both plastic and copper pipes, the process is the same. To unlock the fitting, first remove the collet clips if used. For secure push fit, undo the locking cap until the coloured ring is visible. You will know when you have loosened it completely when you feel a slight rumble, then stop. When the collet is depressed, you can pull on the pipe, which will remove it from the fitting. For standard push fit fittings, you'll need to press the collet squarely against the face of the fitting. With plastic pipes, there may be some cases where the pipe insert remains in the fitting. If this happens with our secure push fit, don't worry, because it can be removed by unscrewing the nut of the fitting past the rumbling until it comes off. However, if this happens with the standard push fit fitting, you will need to dispose of it. If you try to remove the sleeve, you could damage the seal or grip teeth. When fittings are disassembled and then reused, make sure that the pipe removed from the joint has no damage at the 1-inch end of the pipe. Check the tube and fitting for any signs of damage and ensure that they are free of foreign materials. When you've finished checking this, the fittings can be reassembled. If you have any doubts about the installation process, we recommend contacting a professional plumber.